Dr. Krishnam, if not medicine, what profession would you have thrived in just as much?
I always wanted to be a teacher, particularly teach English poetry. It may not be inappropriate to mention that I did join a night college for BA literature, English literature, while I was in MBBS. But I had to discontinue because I was unable to mix both. Both were very demanding. Second thing is, I would have been probably a musician. I did take classes in violin, but same thing happened because I could not mix both studentships, so I had to discard the violin training. So I would have been a teacher or I may have been a musician.
It's okay to have a plan B as long as plan A has your heart. Is there a book or resource you believe every young doctor should read at least once?
There are many of them, in fact, but offhand I can quote some of them. One is Equanimitas by Osler, Sir William Osler from Johns Hopkins. It's a very great book. And then two, Tuesdays with Maury, very touching book. And then How Doctors Think is another book. Then When Breath Becomes Air, very melancholic book. So then one negative book I would recommend, that is Bernard Shaw's Doctor's Dilemma. So he writes, quotes, emphasizes on the negative aspects of medical profession. So you need to read that as well because that gives some insight into the people's and public's perspective about doctors.
Feed your mind the way you feed your skills. Doctor, what's something your students or colleagues would be surprised to learn about you?
Well, I don't think there is anything surprising because they have been so close to me, they have watched me. So probably they may be surprised to know I would have loved to become a musician or a non-medical teacher. Probably that would surprise them. And believe me, every single day I listen to at least 3 hours of classical music. So I would go to bed with classical music on. So that probably would surprise them.
Being exceptional doesn't mean being predictable. Doctor, if you could relive one day in your entire medical career, which day would it be and why?
I would say that the day I received my gold medal from All India Institute of Medical Sciences for my DM cardiology from the then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, that was one memory which always stayed with me.
Meaningful moments are worth more than milestones. Rapid fire round. One word or short answers. A city you have worked in that feels like home.
Of course, Hyderabad.
Your comfort food after a long day.
I would just take something like curd rice or bisbelebath. That's it.
Morning routine. Slow and steady or sharp and surgical.
Slow and steady.
A quality you admire most in residents today.
They are very smart. They are very smart. They are intelligent than when we were at that stage of our career.
Last thing you read or watched that moved you.
The Tuesdays with Maury was a small novel and which is very melancholic, full of life's lessons. That is one which I remember very fondly.
What comes to your mind when you hear the following words? Mentorship.
We have been doing that. For example, in our Indian Institute, every student had a mentor in the professor. So we have been doing that here as well. So we have to get involved with their personal thoughts, personal problems, and then on a day-to-day basis.
Innovation.
Innovation is something which has to be very, very carefully done because it costs money, it costs time. So you may not have any real innovations in our setup because these are all now business hospitals. So there is no encouragement for any innovation as such. But I have had colleagues who did innovate within the limited circumstances. They are great in their own way.
Legacy.
My legacy are my students. This I mentioned earlier. I have my students all over the country in at least 5 other countries. So they are my cerebral legacy. They are my cerebral children.
Discipline.
Discipline is something which you need to inculcate from the childhood onwards. So obviously parents need to do that, then the teachers need to do that. So discipline is something which is intrinsic to a great personalities.
Compassion.
Compassion and empathy are something which are very, very relevant and absolutely important in a profession like medicine.
Rural India.
Rural India, as of now, is much better than the rural India which I was mentioning earlier. Now, even in districts and taluks, even sub-taluk level, you have specialists practicing with reasonable equipment, and they are doing quite well. So I am very, very happy about that. Though our own work has diminished because of the proliferation of specialities in smaller places.
Your younger self.
Nothing much. I was always, for example, I was a very average student when I was doing my schooling and then pre-professional career. I never realized it. Part of the reason was I had myopia, short-sightedness. So I wasn't wearing these spectacles because I did not know. I couldn't even properly read it on the blackboard. Only I knew about it when I joined the medical school. From 17th year onwards, I've been using my spectacles. After that, I picked up, my turning point was when I pocketed the university gold medal in anatomy, because only 30% of the students would pass anatomy in those days. But so pocketing that Anderson gold medal from university was then a rarity. So that gave me a big turning point in my career. That inspired me to do better and better.